Has anybody been keeping up with the politics news? Man, it's a lot going on. Hey, Latoya, how you doing? Good morning. It's still morning, right? I'm like, it's still morning, right? Oh shit. Yes, it's still morning. Good morning. I'm back. Look, got like a few hours of sleep. Back walking, going back to the park. I am knocking off some pounds this damn weekend. Let's go. And we're talking about Congress, Congress, Congresswoman Marjorie Green. She Republican, on the Republican. This is the deal. People can talk about President Trump all day long, like, oh, he's horrible. He gets rid of people. No, she's getting rid of herself. She's getting rid of herself. That's what she's doing. Let's do it. Run the like up. Thank you so much, Latoya. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so many traitors in the world. You know what I'm saying? And no one has time for that. We don't have time for those traitors. Like, go set yourself free. Michael said Florida. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful Southwest Florida. Beautiful palm trees. It's a beautiful skies. It's cloudy, but it's still beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? I think so. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. And the page that I'm taking out of President Trump's book, yet another one. I mean, his book is probably like bigger than President Trump books are bigger than the Harry Potter books, which I've read all of them, okay? I haven't even watched all the movies, but I read all the books. The books are so much better than the movies. But I'm taking these pages, right? I'm taking the pages out of his book because I'm really learning a lot within myself. So you have traitors in your circle of friends, or some people probably have a line or a little dot of friends, kind of like me. But you have traitors inside of that circle. You have traitors within your place of work. You have traitors in church. You have traitors in your family, and how you deal with that. You kill people with kindness, but you stand 10 toes down. Don't allow people to walk over you. Don't allow people to tell lies on you. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is they can tell those lies and stuff, but you come back with your facts. And the fact of the matter is, I kept saying this before. This whole Epstein, is it Epstein or Epstein? Epstein, right? Epstein, this whole situation with Jeffrey Epstein and this whole situation with President Trump and, Jeffrey being like a pedophile and sex trafficking and all that stuff, that has nothing to do. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. This Buick LaCrosse is calling my name. It says for sale, 2005 Buick LaCrosse 92, asking $3,000. Look at the paint on it, though. And they're asking $3,000. Ooh, I can buy this right now. It's super clean. I'm gonna take a little screenshot of this. Y'all know I got a Verona, but that 92,000 miles? It's a 2005. I bet Susan ain't go no damn well with that in that car. It looks nice. The hood needs a paint job, but I can put a lever on that. What y'all think about that car? Somebody gonna snag that puppy. 92,000 miles on it. That's a 20-year-old car. Like, that has to be one owner. I ain't trying to be funny and stuff, but even my Buick. You know what? This is the Buick that I got. This is the same Buick that I got. This person right here has the same car that I have. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna zoom in. This is the Buick that I got. And it's actually that same color. Well, it's a cream color. That's the Buick that I got right there. I have that car there. That's a Buick Verano, and then that's that Buick LaCrosse, right? Yeah, because the LeSable is a little bit bigger than that, but that's a nice car, a 20-year-old car. And they just look. I'm sorry, that just completely got my mind off of some stuff. But that car, the Buick's just those engines. Woo, them engines last forever, forever, ever. If you keep up the maintenance, that's a lot of cars. But the Buicks, they be going now. 92,000 miles, V6, Florida car. You already know. That is a nice car. Hey Kyle, how you doing? They can go 200,000. Joe, the N9087. My uncle had a Buick LeSable that had almost 400,000 miles on it. And then when it started just kind of like really being like really lethargic, real sluggish, he didn't want to put no money into it, but he always kept up the maintenance on it. This is not this. My first car I ever had was a Pontiac Sunfire, and my dad still has that car, and that car has like, I drove it to almost 300,000 miles. And then I gave it to my dad. My dad still has it, and it's just like, it cranks, and of course, the transmission, the engine, and stuff, all that can be like, kind of rebuilt and all that stuff. Which my dad, he does. Like, my dad is a retired mechanic, okay, and it's just like what do you call, like a pastime for him. It's just a hobby now. He fixes his own cars and does this and stuff. And that car in particular, he really does a lot with. But that car can still get you to A, B, and C. Okay, not just B, but C. So that's pretty cool. You just got to keep the maintenance up. But yeah, okay. But back to what I was saying, Epstein. Ain't it Epstein? I'm in Baltimore. It's cold as hell here, Latoya. I love Baltimore, Maryland. I love Baltimore, Maryland. So I was in Lincoln Heights. Did I tell you that? I know I'll be repeating my damn self, but I was in Lincoln Heights. I lived in Lincoln Heights in a beautiful Airbnb, and then I would drive like to Baltimore, Maryland, which was literally nowhere of a drive. I would drive to Baltimore, Maryland, and I worked at shock trauma. So I worked at the University of Maryland Hospital, but right beside it, connected to the hospital, to that level 1 trauma facility, connected to that hospital is the trauma facility, which is shock trauma. And I love shock trauma. It was just amazing. The cases, because that hospital was in the hood. So I really, really enjoyed working there. I had no issues, none whatsoever. The only issue I had was I wanted to extend, okay, and they dropped the pay. You can't be dropping my pay now. You can't be dropping my pay. It's like, you go from $4,500 a week to $3,500 a week. You dropped $1,000. So in 13 weeks, I would be subtracting 13,000. I'm talking about net, not gross, net. Y'all know gross is, before taxes, net is after taxes. We're talking about after taxes. I would be down $13,000. Hell no for that contract. I can't do that. I can't do that. But I love that area. I love that area. And I remember going to I always forget the name of this, but it was a soul food restaurant. It had blue in it. It had the word blue in it. But it was in a town starting with an H. And I remember getting on the interstate, driving over there. Gosh, I have a brain fart. But man, that place has some good ass yams, good oxtails, good yams. Whew, it just had some really good food. And I was definitely over 400 pounds when I was there. I was definitely over 400 pounds. I was eating my ass off. It was fun though. Epstein, that's a beautiful home. How many miles? Nice car. Thank you. Epstein? So is it Epstein? Is it Epstein? Is it Stein? I thought it was Stein. So am I saying it right? Epstein. So Epstein is the correct pronunciation. So not Epstein. Why did I think it was Epstein? Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. Well, okay. So we're gonna go with Epstein, right? Okay. Is that good? Am I saying it right? I think I am. But Marjorie Greene, who is, I guess, I don't know, is she still a part of the Republican Party? She's gonna she put her resignation in, so she's leaving, and she's saying how she thought it should be a mutual understanding. She is a traitor. She's a traitor, and I'm gonna tell you why she's a traitor. Because President Trump, yes, he's not supporting her, but this is the situation. So basically, it boils down to money. Because why would she come on national television and do this? She would do this. This is the deal. People are such pigs at times, and I'm just gonna keep it 100. When a hit dog, when a dog gets hit, a hit dog, they say a hit dog will holler. So everything is good, right? Everything's good as long as she ain't being hit. Long as she ain't being hit, everything is good. As long as people ain't being hit, they good. But once somebody hits them, they strike a nerve. They hollering just like Omarosa did. This has nothing to do with being a female or a male or black or white. This has everything to do with loyalty. And she's not loyal, and she's a traitor. And that's why she's resigning now. And honestly, President Trump was like, "Oh, that's good for America. That's good news." And I absolutely can. I gotta agree with him. We need to, I'm telling you, I put a post up. I said, God, Lord is my witness. I don't mean no hate or harm or anything by this, but remove people who are not good for me, who talk bad about me. It's one thing to say, oh my God, Terrence is loud, he crazy, ha ha ha. But when you're just really being nasty, vindictive, horrible, you're just not a good person, please, God, remove those people out of my life. I want them to prosper. I'm sorry, I had a phone call. I want those people to prosper. I want them to do good. I manifest monetary blessings and health and wealth for everyone. But I just don't want to deal with these people. I'm serious. I don't care who they are. I don't want to deal with nobody who isn't for Terrence. Because when I tell you I'm a loyal person and I'm a patient person, I'm a kind person, that is who I am. So I'm tired of dealing with constant people who are backstabbing, who don't like the fact that maybe you're at a higher place of elevation. But really, we all at a higher place of elevation. We're just God has us on our own paths, in our own directions. But I feel like people get so jealous. They're so jealous, they're so angry. And that's exactly what's going on in the White House, and that's exactly what's going on in my life. There are some people who are just angry, they're mad, they're jealous, and they probably they don't say it, but their actions say it. They hit you up with bullshit. They hit you up with distractions. And so I love how President Trump, once again, is showing me, I don't know if y'all watching, but he's showing me once again, he's unbothered by that. Can we honestly, W's for President Trump. He's unbothered by nonsense. He knows for a fact that she's a traitor, and there's other traitors that would be exposed to, because they're like, okay, well, if the Republican Party, if there are members of the Republican Party start to talk about Epstein, right, and the files, and release them, when this whole time, the Democratic Party could have just done just that, which is so weird. It is a hoax. Okay, she was a part of a hoax. She's a part of drama. And the thing about it, what I'm starting to see is people are trying to deflect. They're trying to deflect. They're trying to, she's a part of the whole process of trying to get President Trump impeached, kicked out the White House, defamation of character. She wants to ruin everything that he has achieved, she wants to ruin. But what God has for you, no one can take it away. And let me tell you, you pray, God will answer them. He reveals it. He reveals those slithering snakes every single second. You just got to open your eyes. And people calling him a dog and he's mean and a womanizer. He's horrible. Man, come. Okay, she comes on. She does an interview. She does an interview. She does an interview. She does like a video where she's like, I spent millions of my own money. Okay, be that as it may and stuff. You the one that you went ham, but you thinking because you're doing that you're not immune. Like, oh, I'm sorry, that you are immune to some of his situations or whatever the case. No, that doesn't make you. You're not untouchable. If you do something negative, and you try to like cause some type of drama within the Republican Party, oh no, he calling you out about it, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what's going on, and she's in her damn feelings. Grown ass 51-year-old congresswoman, in her feelings, and now want to resign, cause he ain't forcing you out. You forcing yourself out, because you know for a fact that you've been exposed. You've been exposed, so he's not going to support you. And it boils down to, in my opinion, it's money. We know President Trump is about money and stuff, and hell, who isn't? But that's what it is. It's like, okay, she's thinking, oh, right, she wants more money, she wants more fame, and this is just sad. And in a sense, she's getting that fame and the publicity because it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna backstab. Like, forget this. You talking about something for all these years, 14 years, sex trafficking and being abusive to women and all that. Why would you want to support this man? You supported him for so long. Why, if you had any inclination that you thought he was like that, why would you support him? Why do we sit up here and do this? Let's be honest. We have to be honest with one another. And I just feel like that's the frustrating factor. I mean, people aren't honest with themselves. And then when they get exposed, it's like, oh my gosh, all hell breaks loose. So now the true colors start to show. Do you guys not see a pattern here? If President Trump is giving her what she wants, or giving whomever what they want, on the Republican side, right, everything is good. But then when he starts to say, hey, when he calls you out for your shenanigans, or he confronts, or he feels like, okay, well, you're doing things behind my back, which she did, because she might as well just be on the side of the left. She might as well be considered a part of the Democratic Party, because at the end of the day, you don't go behind somebody's back and try to, okay, upstage them. You don't do that. That's what that woman did. And now she sees that, damn, she doesn't have any power, and she's going to be out of there. What is it, January 5th? She's going to be out. And so, okay, what? She thinks that he's going to be sad? No, he's like, he says it's great for America. And I agree with that. I absolutely agree that is great for America. Hey, Nancy. Happy Saturday. Hey, thank you for the floating heart, Nancy. Hey, how you doing, Mr. One Boston Team? Jamanga. Hello, everyone. Team Kamala Harris. I almost said Kamala again. Oh, Lord. So you, Kamala Harris. Okay, no problem. Well, I'm Team Trump. Okay. Freddie T said, help, bro. I can't help nobody. God can help you, though. Jesus will help you and do whatever he can for you. All right. Thank you for coming in. You said, I love green. Team Terrence, thank you so much. I don't know what into her past couple of months. I don't know what got into her in the couple past. I don't know what got into her either, but I'm telling you, it's just like I don't know, just toxic, yo. Just a toxic individual. And it's so discouraging. I don't understand people. And the toxicity is so irritating. But what got into, I'm telling you, it's money. It's greed. And you know what? And even though like she has so much money, I feel like, hell, she has enough fame, but people just want more. That's what it is. It's pure hatred. It's pure jealousy. It's a scandal. I mean, not trying to sit up here and talk about scandal show with Kerry Washington, but that's really what's going on. It's just a scandal. I'm not going to say that President Trump don't have skeletons, because we all have skeletons. You know, Josie and I, my sister, when we were younger, we would go into the grocery store and we would take hamburger helper boxes and we threw them at some older people and we run away. So we would prank them. And that wasn't nice. That wasn't kind. But all I'm saying is, we're not perfect. Lord knows I ain't perfect. I've done some things. I mean, I ain't never killed nobody, but I'm just saying, you know, we did some things that were frowned, that probably would be, that really would be frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? But now we ain't hurt nobody, but we just were kids having fun, but that still don't mean anything. You know, it doesn't exclude the fact that you did something wrong. We've all done things wrong. I mean, President Trump, he's using his power, and let me just say this, he's using his freedom of speech just like we all have as Americans. So yes, he's calling her, you know, wacky Marjorie. And to be honest, I do think she's a wacko. I think she's crazy. I mean, why would you want to sit up here? You support, like, this is the deal, y'all. People, do you really, I'm telling you, it's a pattern. People talk about facts. Well, the proof is right here. She's literally supported this man so much. Now you want to sit up here. Now he's a dog. You just didn't find things out. You just didn't, it ain't like, okay, oh my gosh, like, I just found out about this Epstein. No, you knew about all this stuff. The pictures don't lie. I mean, you know about his history. Yes, he hung out with him. He did things and stuff, but he is not a part of that. If that's the case, like I said, the files would have been released when the Democrat Party was in the White House. They didn't do that. And I just think the fact of the matter is, there's so much going on. She's a part of the whole left, in my opinion, that want to keep the heat on the president. They don't like him, so they're trying to kick him out. They're trying to convict him. They're trying to get this man, not just convict, they're trying to put him under the prison. And it's just, it becomes disgusting. I feel like a lot of these people, yes, it's maybe conspiracy. It's me just talking, but it's just my opinion. Hell, I feel like maybe she was a part along with other people that's on the Republican Party, a part of the whole trying to assassinate him. You know, I'm telling you guys, they say, keep your friends closer and your enemies closer. Hello. I'm just saying, I think these people are the enemy, and they're attacking the president of the United States of America because this man has a vertebrae like no other. I'm telling you, he doesn't back down from shit. And I'm going to take multiple pages out of his book. I'm telling you. I know folks like, okay, Terrence, you just whatever, what they call it, grifting. No, this is real life. This is what I need to do in my life. I am tired of people taking advantage of me, using me, and then just spitting me out like I'm nothing. I'm tired of it. And then when I voice my opinion about something, now they're in their feelings. Now I'm a bad person. But you can do whatever you want to do. But I'm the bad person. I'll be damned. I'm not finna stand for this. So yes, I love the fact that he stays true to himself. He did call her some names, but he still thanked her for her services. He still acknowledged her in a positive, respectful way. But he has every right. He has every right to call her, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know, not that he said that, but I'm just saying he has every right to do what he wants to do. And I'm here for it. Time out for the foolishness. I mean, that woman needs to go. All these people who are trading people, who are traitors, who are liars, backstabbers, need to get out of people's lives. Take your ass somewhere else. That's how I look at it, because this is craziness. No one has time for this. She resigned. Yeah, I don't know what it got into her a couple months ago. I love green. No, W. Thank you again for the floating heart. Hey again, Nancy. Listening while I cook. Okay, Nancy, what you cooking? MTG. Marjorie is a traitor for backing J6. Time always tell the truth. Nancy, exactly. It always reveals the truth. And at the end of the day, like, you cannot deny that. You know, the truth of the matter is that this woman, and it's not just like, I'm not just trying to pick at her, but this woman is just like, she's a mess. An absolute mess. And that's just fact. And Ryan, you obviously don't know anything about J6. I'm still waiting because it's all about the break loose. That's all I'm saying on this issue. Yeah, Nancy, I agree. Hey, Liam, how you doing? What I'm wearing? This here. I do have some change of clothes like in my book bag. But we're back here at the park. It's like you don't know how Congress works. You said I don't know how Congress works? I assure you that I do. I assure you I know how it works. I don't understand what you mean by that, but okay. But again, hey, I chop it up to you have freedom of speech, and you can say whatever you want to say, and it is what it is. There isn't anything left that can make up about him. It's cute how you all think that it is two-party system instead of the authoritarian coup that it is. The verb "you need help," maybe so. I think that's a fair statement or comment or whatever you want to call it. I guess I do need help. He backed down on everything. I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean by any of that, but okay. Here in Belgium, you can't go outside now without dressing really hot. Oh, like, what do you mean? Like, what are you trying to say? It's cold? I'm confused. What do you mean by that, Liam? It's -7 degrees Celsius. So what is that? I'm not sure what that is. I'm sorry. I guess I'm so old. I'm like, what is that? What is that? Hey Avery, how you doing? Hey Rochelle, you play tennis? Yeah, I play a little tennis. Yeah, nice clothes. Thank you so much. True, so true. I was thinking, why not keep working class illegals and deport all the Democratic parties? The end, yes, he does, and he is the best. Thank you, Liam. Who do we love more, the Congress or Jesus Christ? Jason, now you know, is that rhetorical? Because I love Jesus Christ way more. I idolize Jesus more than anything, okay? I don't idolize man. I do love some President Trump, okay? I love my president, and my president loves me. But I do love Jesus more. I think that is I don't know if you really want to answer. I mean, I think that's rhetorical. Nancy said we all have our own perspectives and we definitely are entitled to them. Nancy, thank you. So Nancy, let me just say this. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Because this is content, but this is really my life. Like, all I'm saying is, I'm not trying to say President Trump is perfect. Like I said, did I not just say we all have skeletons? I told y'all. I mean, I've done some things that, okay, that's not, okay, I ain't never hurt nobody and stuff. I don't think I did, but I've done some things that's probably like God would agree with. I'm not perfect. And you're not perfect. But all I'm saying is I do have the right to speak on certain things. Now, we don't have the right to bully. That's it. I don't feel like we have the right to bully. We don't have the right to engage in peer pressure and things of that nature, because I feel like my two best friends committed suicide because of that. So I don't believe in that, but I do believe in speaking your mind and saying what is on your mind. But what we need to stop doing is trying to cover up, the truth. at the end of the day, like the truth of the matter is, y'all know damn well people are upset at how what President Trump is doing. They're upset, and he's just like he's staying true to himself. So people, hey, we got to get him out. We got to get him out. So let's focus on these files. Let's focus on these Jeffrey Epstein files. That okay? Let's focus on those. I feel like it's Epstein. Is it Epstein or Epstein? You guys, am I saying the name right? I think it's Epstein. Wait, Epstein. Epstein. Is it Epstein? Epstein or Epstein? Let me know am I saying the damn name right. But I'm just gonna stick with Epstein. Okay, but I'm telling you guys, like that's like let's focus on that because we wanna focus on that, and we wanna link Donald Trump to that, which we've already know that he was cool with him. So I'm so over this. Like, you guys, how many people have you been cool with that probably have committed murder now, that have stolen or harmed somebody, or I don't know, didn't pay child support, now they're in jail or something like that? It's a lot of people in our lives. Like at the end of the day, those people that you have dealt with does not define you and your character. That's how I look at it. Now I understand, you lay down with what they say, you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas or something like that and stuff, whatever. I mean, that could be true, but I just feel like if I don't know the person is a dog, how do I know they have fleas? You get what I'm saying? Like I try my best to be a good judge of character and stuff, and I know no one is perfect, but I'm not trying to go sleeping with the enemy or hanging out with the enemy. The person would have to present themselves to be a normal, decent, able-bodied, able-mind, person. And so, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I say I've stopped hanging out with even coworkers. No shade to people who I work with or people who I worked with in the past, but I hang out with these people before I get to know them, and then when I see their work ethic, I'm like, oh no, I can't hang with her. I can't hang with him because they are terrible co-workers. So in my opinion, if you don't really work hard, you have no value in work ethics and stuff, whatever. I can't deal with you. I don't hate you. I just have to distance myself from you because that's not going to be good. I don't want any of that to rub off on me. And also, I'm gonna be honest. I know you can't care about what other people think, but I don't want other people thinking that okay, well, I'm a suck ass employee too, because I'm not. I'm stellar. I'm elite. Okay, I work my ass off. That's exactly what management has told me every single job I've ever worked at. They've told me that specifically. And so at the end of the day, I know for a fact that I'm the chosen one. I'm not trying to say that I'm better than anybody or that, my shit don't stink. All I'm saying is I know I work my ass off. And so I don't want to be affiliated with people who don't do, let me just say, probably just as much or even more. I want to be around top-notch people like Nancy. Okay, that's who Nancy is. Someone who she's been day one a part of my channel. And that's my Mississippi sister. And keeps it real and always has a spiritual let me just say this, a spiritual I don't want to say connection, but a backing to everything. She comes with that. That's first and foremost. So at the end of the day, when you come into situations, and it's, oh my gosh, God is so good, Nancy. I tell you, when you approach situations with God, God will clear. Ooh, I can cry and I can shout because I'm telling y'all, this is happening in my life at the moment. I'm thinking that certain people are my friends because, okay, they may give this, they may do this. That's all a facade. I have woke up so much and God has shown me so many different things, and I've overlooked some things. I've been disobedient. And that's what I feel like President Trump has been disobedient as well. And that's probably why he's in my opinion, God is testing him, that he's sending him through muddy waters. But he's gonna come out on top if he stays true to himself. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But I'm telling you guys, in my life, I'm telling you, I've come to realize that everybody is not your friend, and that's okay. You don't have to sit up here and blast people and harm people and even call people out. Just walk away. Walk away from the fakeness. Walk away from whatever is not good for you and stuff. And sometimes, like I said, even with this Marjorie Green lady, sometimes, and I'm not trying to disrespect her, but sometimes God will allow them to walk away themselves. So she's resigning, and she needs to, because at the end of the day, you're a traitor, you're a liar, you are cancer, you are the problem. And I'm not trying to say I don't care what nobody believes, but you guys do the research. The woman literally has said, "Oh, I fought for him, I did this." Why all of a sudden when you fought for somebody, you're on their team, and now all of a sudden things switch up? Come on now. You obviously are getting you're a sellout. It's money. Somebody is paying you money, good ass money, especially for you to even resign. Good money, I'm sure, millions of dollars, okay, to just attempt to make Donald Trump, make President Trump the main focus. And let's stick to the whole Epstein stuff. The whole, like, let's keep with this. Let's overlook everything else. Let's overlook what the Democratic Party is doing, which they were a big part of the government shutdown. It was their, that's on them. That's not on the president of the United States of America, who is a part of the Republican Party. You guys, we got to stay woke, and we have to call a spade a spade. That's all I'm saying. I'm so tired of, like, people not being real. You know, hell, when President Trump fuck up, okay, he fucks up, but I'm just keeping it real. At the end of the day, he ain't perfect, but I know for a fact everything ain't on him. Everything can't be on him because he's the president. I know he's like the leader, right? But there's still, he still can't, everything just doesn't, he just can't do everything that he wants to do. He has to still get approval from certain judges, from Congress, from Senate. He still has to get the approvals. I don't know why people, and they say, I don't know about politics, or I don't know about what's going on in Congress. I know a lot about what's going on. I studied this mess. I wanted to be a part of it. But now I see that, just like me wanting to go to medical school, I just see a lot of this mess is a scam. And so that's why I said I really enjoy someone like President Trump being in the White House, being, in my opinion, down to earth, and being maybe a complete chaotic mess of an individual at times, because you need that. We don't need, Patty Mayonnaise in the White House. Oh, everything. And I don't mean to be just because she's a female. I'm just saying we don't need somebody, a yes person, a person who's not going to, set boundaries and say what's on their mind. We need someone with the vertebrae. At the end of the day, we need somebody with a vertebrae who's going to stick up and stand out and let people know, hey, this is wrong, this is wrong. And you see, when he does that, look what happens. He's being ridiculed, but she was the one that comes and she does this. Okay, this whole, like, press of a statement about resigning, and about how she's done so much, and she's not going to sit up here and allow her family and everybody to be ridiculed, and primarily go through all this hate and all this, which you caused. Because I mean, this is not something that just, like, okay, pops up. You knew exactly what was going on, and now because he's saying, hey, leave it alone, let it go, and you just can't let it go, because you can't let it go because you're being paid to do your own research. And you know what? Everybody has the right to do what they want to do. But at the end of the day, stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop doing the unnecessary things. I mean, it's just ugly. I just find that so hateful. I find that so disturbing. But it goes to show, that's why I say I'm taking that page out of your book. It goes to show that you can think that people are your friends. You can think that people are riding for you, but the true colors show. They always show eventually, especially if you are going in it in a spiritual, like, I know we're like, okay, in earth form, right? But when you're spiritually thinking about things, God will reveal so much. And that's what I did. And it scared me. It scared me because I'm like, oh my gosh, no, these people are my friends. These people, they love me. They rock with me. No, the hell they don't. They don't rock with you. They don't rock with you. They're traitors. They're traitors. And at the end of the day, they're just not good people. That's how I look at it. Hey, Lynn. Hey, I work soon. My daughter is constipated today. So sad. So sad. She had about 2.5 cups of Miralax so far. Now, Lynn, I'm not a doctor. Okay, I do assist surgeons, but have you tried oh my gosh, K-Row syrup? K-Row syrup. I bet, I don't know why, but I feel like Nancy be like, that K-Row syrup, that'll do it. My mom would give us that when we were constipated, and I ain't trying to be funny. Miralax it's the bomb. You got all these things for kids and whatnot and stuff, but that K-Row syrup, ooh my gosh, it'll get them moving. It'll get them moving. Yes, it's really cold. Okay, it's cold. Oh, okay. I love the cold weather. We outside. Yes, Sean, what's up? Yes, Jason, Jesus above all, he will take care of the rest. Amen. Wait, let me search it, Terrence. I need to get back out on the court. Yeah, come on the court. Hey, Avery, Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. He is our Lord and Savior. And I know that. Without him, he would not be here. The temperature of -7 is 19.4 in Fahrenheit. That's what Google says. Yo, that is cold. That's cold. But I'm used to Fahrenheit. I'm used to, because you're saying Celsius, right? But I'm used to 2 degrees, 3 degrees. When I went to Colorado, when I went to Anchorage, Alaska, when I went to Portland, Maine, the record there, I want to say, is like negative 30 some degrees. So I remember going outside to the parking lot when I was at the hospital. I've been to that hospital several times. I've been to several hospitals within Maine several times, and I remember it being like negative 20, negative 15. But I wasn't there when it was like negative 30 something. But that was like the record. But what I'm trying to say is, when you go into the parking garage, everybody cars. I don't care what you driving, electric, whatever the case may be, gas. None of our cars started. Like everybody like car just died because of the cold, you know. So that's why when I go to certain places, I to this day I have heating lamps and I actually plug it in. I don't have electric cars. I just plug it in. If I'm at a hotel or I'm in like a certain area or whatever, like an apartment or whatever, I just take an extension cord, I plug it in, and I put that lamp under my hood, and it keeps the motor warm, you know, instead of like freezing. So I promise you, I definitely I remember those temperatures. I really do. Wow, hello, glad to see you. Hello, thank you. Sorry about two best friends. It's okay. The N9007, 9087. It's okay. I still don't understand a lot of things and stuff, but that's why I try my best not to. I'm anti-bullying. I was bullied like my entire, upbringing, and not just with kids, but even like certain family members, adults. I remember in college, I mean, not college, but I remember high school, ninth grade, playing tennis, and I'm a bigger black guy and stuff, and, big butt, what I'm saying, big body. And there were actual parents talking about me when I was, it was mom and dad, and I was playing against their son, who I crushed. I just crushed him. 6 love, 6 love. He couldn't get a damn game in, pretty much. And I'm not just boasting and bragging. That's just what I did. They were like, wow, this kid is too fat to play tennis. I literally hear them in the stands, like it's like a little small bleacher, and they literally were saying that. Like, they were like, I'm too fat to play tennis. And people laughing and chuckling and stuff, whatever. Like, that's how I had so many insecurities. I couldn't stand with the news. I remember WCBI News would come on. Nancy, you probably know about WCBI. I know you in North Mississippi, you in Tupelo, but I know you probably know about. I know you know about WTVA, but I know you got to know about WCBI. But the news would come out. That's when Jeffrey Ruffle. I remember he was like a part. He was on the. He was a part of like the news, the broadcasters or whatever and stuff. He was on there. I think he did something with sports. But anyway, he literally would come on. Him and the reporter, they come on the court with their cameras and stuff. And I was in newspapers so many times. And I remember telling my mom, I said, Mom, look at me. I look horrible. She said, boy, stop that. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're handsome. You're big bone. And my mom was just trying to encourage me and stuff, whatever. But I didn't look bad. I mean, I'm a freaking 13, 14-year-old kid. But I was just, I was just bullied and talked about and stuff, whatever. And to this day, people still want to bully and talk about me and stuff, whatever. But now, being 38, almost 39, I'll be 39, Lord willing, in what, 8 days? Today's the 22nd of November. So I'll be 39 on the 30th, which is, I think it's a Sunday. So God is good, and words do hurt, but those things, I'm able to like change the trajectory of my mindset. I don't care what other people think about me now. It doesn't matter what you think about me. What matters is what I think about myself. You said Stein. Is it Stein? Like Stein, right? Epstein, not Steen. What's the Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein was just a bad person, Liam. A bad person. Let's just put it like that. JB2, thank you for the 100. I say Epstein. Exactly. This is really stupid. How about let's focus on why they hate Trump? And did you say character? What do you mean? Did I say character? Gotta go bye. Bye, Liam. You can't hang with the post to hang out with people and where you are going. Okay, you can't hang You can't hang with the past to hang out with people in where you are going. I agree. Um, Thank you for the 100, JB2. Thank you. One more thing I forgot to say. What's up, Liam? Great job, Nancy. Oh, that's so awesome. Have a blessed day and night. Bye. You as well, Liam. I love you. I appreciate you. Joanne Harris says, "Grow up. You are trying too hard. Trump is not nice. Find someone else to help praise on." Well, I praise on God. Okay, I don't know why people think I idolize Trump. I love my president. Okay, I respect my president, but I idolize and I praise on God first and foremost. Joanne Harris. Okay, you sound like I know. You got a name that's familiar as hell. You know. But anyway, I I can speak on what I want to speak on and stuff, but I'm telling you right now, these people, they tried to assassinate this man. At the end of the day, they were successful. Okay, the left was successful with killing Charlie Kirk, which is just an abomination. It's diabolical. It's just horrible. It's just devastating. I still am so pissed about that, but I'm letting God deal with those things. But you're telling me, he's not nice. Why does he have to be nice though? And really, where the hell does nice get you? I'm nice, but I know for a fact I can be stern. Let me tell you, when I'm stern, oh, everybody and their mama talking about I'm evil now. And I simply, hell, I didn't pay for people groceries. I didn't, literally giving clothes off my back, like literally giving clothes off my back, giving homeless people my shoes, like here in Fort Myers, like last week, gave the guy a pair of shoes. Yes, I wore them, but hell, shit, they were Nikes. They're nice, but I don't have to come on here and boast and brag about those things. But you're telling me that, okay, hey, because he's not as nice as you would like him to be. You want me to stop talking about him? No, I have every prerogative. I have every right to speak on who I want to speak on, no matter what. People can praise Jeffrey Dahmer if they wanted to. Now that would be crazy as hell in my book because of what that man did. But all I'm saying is, you praise who you want to praise. You cannot come into somebody's home, which I consider this my home, and you tell me what you want me to do just because you're bothered by what I'm saying, or just because you probably despise his ass. It's okay, but I don't. And first and foremost, I don't hate nobody. I don't hate Marjorie Greene. Marjorie Greene is just a traitor. I mean, a straight traitor. It's a lot of those traitors. I back here, I thought Omarosa was the same thing. She was a traitor. These people want fame. They want the money. They want the recognition. And when I feel like the president of the United States of America, which is at this very moment Donald J. Trump, when he doesn't give that, people are in their damn feelings, and that's why people want to expose things. They want to cause distractions. They want to deflect things and stuff, and they want to take the focus off themselves and put it onto him. And it's like, okay, because Marjorie said, oh, I gave millions of my own money. Well, he didn't put a gun to your head and say, hey, support me with your own money and give. You gave because you felt like, okay, you saw something within him. Now the fact things have changed because you see this man is not going to sit up here and stand for your nonsense. And at the end of the day, can we agree? The fact of the matter is, before President Trump got back into the White House, the Democratic Party was in there. Biden and Harris was in there. Kamala Harris was in there. Why did they not focus on those files then? They had ample amount of time and opportunity. Why not focus on that then? Why is it a situation now? Why can't we understand this, people? It's fact. It's fact. And we cannot go to sleep. It's God, not me. Exactly, to God be all the glory. Amen, Nancy. I do believe in divine connection. The Holy Spirit allows you to click with certain people because of the Spirit working in them, through them. I absolutely. Nancy NYC Laughing Disco, thank you so much. Seriously, exactly. He is worth working for us. That is one branch of government. Sometimes there are some people who weren't meant to stay in your life forever, but they fulfilled an assignment in your life. That doesn't mean it wasn't God ordained. Absolutely, Nancy. That is Avery. Isn't that true? Nancy, I'm telling you, Nancy, you just speaking facts. You always coming with the facts. Because like I say, you always approach it with God. And that's important. And I know I don't do that all the time, but I can take books out of I can take books from your bookshelf, but I'll stick with, pages for now. I don't know if you would allow me to take some of your books and stuff or check them out. But I just think the world of you. I think that you're so intellectually, spiritual and gifted. And I appreciate you being a part of my channel. Calvin, you said the point, he's a leader. The problem is he doesn't go through Congress. Duh. Me too, and my wife is a lawyer. Her family Democratic, big cats, and me and my wife walked away. She met Trump, and he took the time to talk to her. That is so amazing. Other people enter and leave your life just as quickly because you weren't meant to influence them. Maybe they didn't understand at the time, but God used you to plant a seed in their life. Wow, that is so true. Avery says, yeah, stop. Full stop lies. Keep going, and God will show up and show out. Amen. Everything and everyone serves a purpose. Even if Congress, a lot of people are about to surprise them, about to be surprised for real because they have trusted in men and women and not God. The devil blesses people too if you on his side. I have never heard of that before. Lynn said she never heard of that before. That's our grandma cure. And this, K-Roll. Okay, roll syrup. Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Oh look, remedy. Some of those remedies work. I'm telling you, it'll get it flowing. It'll get it flowing. I feel like Miralax is really good, but I feel like K-Roll syrup is a lot cheaper. And I'm not trying to trip. I'm just saying it's a cheaper thing that literally works. Okay, literally works. I remember my mom and dad would put it in our milk. They would they give it to us in a spoon, like a little teaspoon or whatever and stuff. Like I'm telling you. It just fixed it. In this day and age, not everyone is your friend. I still have childhood friends that I grew up with, and we are still great friends, and I'm 71 years young. Oh my gosh, Deborah, you're 71 years young. My dad is 71 years young. I bet you are beautiful. You're amazing, and I pray to God that I live to see 50. Okay, I'll be turning 39 in 8 days, and I just pray to God for 40. I pray to God for 50. I'm just gonna try to I'm just gonna live my life. I'm on this weight loss journey. I've dropped over 190 pounds. I was close to 500 pounds, and so I just thank God for His mercy, His guidance, and I'm just gonna try my best to continue to lose weight, but not just lose weight to look skinny. I want to feel great with inside. So I'm focusing on myself from the outside within, because I've always been sexy. My mama ain't never had an ugly child. It worked. K-Roll syrup works, and then grandma put tussin on everything else. I know that's right. I said the same thing. I'm so behind. I'm so sorry, y'all. Y'all know I get to talking. I said the same thing about Jesus Christ because some people may not know that, but I have to go out think Terrence. Avery, thank you so much. God bless you. Jay B2, thank you so much for sending the gifts and that $2 super chat. Have a great Saturday. Never change your energy. Thank you so much, Jay B2. I appreciate you so much. Pronounced Frankenstein. Yeah. 10 4K 964. Wow. I need you in surgery. I need you just in my mind, because that was such a wonderful way to, wow. Yeah, it's Epstein. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a wonderful way to get me to pronounce that correctly. Exactly. Because it's not Frankenstein, it's Frankenstein. Yeah, Stein is Stein. So that E in a sense is silence. You are so dope for that. Thank you so much. Exactly. Never a person, praise God, Jesus Christ, and we support our president's grace and mercy. Hey, Betty Boo, thank you for the 100. Grace and mercy. Endure everything because God is the great I am. We praise God. Amen. I love that. God is so amazing, you guys. Without God, I cannot do any of this. I'm telling you guys, I never in a million years thought I'd be walking to a public grocery store, thought I'd be walking, here to the park, that I'll be getting, y'all, I'm telling you, look how many steps I got. I got until midnight tonight, I should say midnight, AM to get more steps. But look how many I have so far. 23,439 steps as of today, Saturday, November 22nd. And then look at the 21st. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just so bad. You can't see, right? Because it's just so bright out here. God said I got it bright for you. Okay, so maybe you can see a little bit there. 18,278 on the 20th. Look at the 20th. 51,306 steps. You guys, I have been walking, exercising. I know I dropped a few more pounds, but I'm not going to hop on the scale just yet. But I've been walking towards a better me. All right. I'm telling you guys, I'm trying my best. I'm still a big guy, and I'm not trying to get skinny like anybody. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be for myself. I want to live. I want to live. When God continues to put breath into my lungs, I want to get up and I want to make. I want to live life with a purpose. I don't just want to exist. I want to live. I want to make a difference. That's why I give. That's why I'm coming on live. That's why I come to this park. That's why I walk around. That's why I came here day before yesterday. I came to this park and it was this older guy with his brother, and he was so he came on that side. I'm sorry, he came on this side here, and I was on that side. So I think they want to hit on that side. Maybe that side is better than this side, but I just thank God for a backboard. I thank God for the park. Y'all know the tennis court is my happy place. But he was like, he was like, young man, he was like, you mind if if my brother sits on this bench here? And I said, oh yeah, sure, I don't mind. I said, do you want me to move it closer to you? He was like, oh yeah, could you help me? I said, yeah. And he was like, oh yeah, could you help me? I said, no, I got it, I can move it. But he was still kind of help. But I had already picked it up and was carrying it like I did last night. I carried that whole bench on. Well, right here, this is the bench. I picked it up and I put it on this side. And this man told me, two older white men, and he said, "Man, you are such a gentleman." I said, "Thank you so much. You know, I appreciate that." And I just went back to hidden, and it made me feel good because at the end of the day, like, I don't care what race you are. I don't care how old, how young, whatever the case may be. I don't have to be, well, let me just say this, not just me, but you don't have to be nasty. You don't have to be kind, be patient, have some of those virtues. My mom taught me that a long time ago. Not just respect your elders, respect everyone, because I feel like that's something that has been, like, I don't know, miscommunicated in my opinion. Because my dad said respect everyone. Respect is earned, okay, it is earned, but respect everyone. And I have no reason to initially respect you because I don't know you, right? But then when I start to, because we all judge, it's inevitable. But I try my just to judge with like an open mind, open heart, and not just be, nasty or negative or whatever the case may be. But all I'm saying is, like, just be kind to one another. And that made my day. But then when I saw him sitting with his brother, which they got to be like in their 80s or whatever. Tennis is such a longevity sport. I've seen a lot of people in their 80s and 90s come to this very park playing tennis. And even those guys right there, I think they're in their 70s. Yeah, I think they're in their 70s and they're hitting the ball like freaking bananas. Amazing. I mean, look, look, hitting that damn ball. Okay, hitting that ball. And but anyway, I just feel like it's such a great being nice is such a great opportunity to make a difference in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And I want to push that out there because I want to receive that. So I'm trying to be what I want to see from others. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to see nasty and ugliness, you be ugly. But if you want to see positive and just kindness and loving, caring individual, empathetic people, you push that out, exude that, and I'm telling you guys, it's gonna come. Not trying to say bad things won't happen to good people, but all I'm saying is those bad things will never override the good things. God is so good. Count your blessings. Bessie Booth, thank you so much for saying hello. Thank you for the 100. I turned 46 on the 5th. Wow, that's amazing. December 5th. Okay, come on now. 46 years young. I know that's right. I'm big bone too. I started playing tennis when I was like 10. I was 10 when I started, but having in several years, I wasn't ever at your level. Happy birthday in a week. Mine is on the 3rd. That's awesome. December 3rd. Come on now, birthdays. Miss Perfectly, huge. Most of the God people are demons. I was so devoted until I realized this. Remember you saved my life on suicide day. I remember. I am so blessed you did. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I don't know why you're gonna bring me to tears. 7, how you doing again? 7 says Terrence with the purple. I love that. 7, God bless you. Bessie Booth says, hello, you brighten my day. Thank you so much, Bessie Booth. I love that. Thank you so much. You brighten mine. I love that comment. Most people do not understand that we would not be here without God. He is the reason we are here. He is the reason. And you never get up, never quit. You got this, never give up. Thank you so much. I know I'm running my mouth, y'all, but I want to read the comments. Yes, be your best self. Thank you, Nancy. Lots of people don't understand. No, some people don't believe, and that is their beliefs. I respect that. Avery, you're so amazing. Your mom and dad has done an outstanding job of raising you. You are so inspirational. You, Liam, like there are so many awesome people, awesome young individuals that really Layden, just it's so many awesome people that come into like the lives, and it's on my channel, and you guys inspire me, like seriously. I really appreciate y'all. You make a difference. You do too, Bessie Boops. You want to live a truth for life, not a life of lies. Okay, come on now, Robert Jones. I love that. Are you saying I make a difference? You do make a difference, Avery. Absolutely. You make a difference in my life. You made a difference in other people's lives. You coming in here and you saying certain things. I know you were talking about the FFA, like the Future Farmers of America, and you were talking about what they stand for and like not being judgmental and accepting people and all that. Do you realize like you have probably informed people who didn't know anything about that, and maybe they're on the verge of doing something like that too, being a part of something that's so substantial and so amazing for the future. You know what I'm saying? That's impressive. That's impressive. You gave me life. Thank you. God bless you. I appreciate you. Respect everyone. Yes, treat people with respect and kindness. But yes, respect for most has to be earned. You should be kind. I absolutely, Avery. That's right, Avery. JB2 said, yes, God sent you in my life, and I never had you, and my algorithm sent you, and I just know God is everything, and heard my cry. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Wow, that is so inspirational. Like, y'all to make me I'm about to just hit this tennis ball. Yeah, I thank y'all so much. That's so sweet and so kind. It's just really, really, that's so awesome. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, I'm gonna do this number here. Y'all gonna be looking here at the moment, and I'm gonna put this on hold on 1 second. We gotta get it just right on the gates. Okay, I think that's good. Now I know y'all looking at the light thing here. I'm gonna turn us around. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I know Leah was like, it's cold in Belgium, but it's hot. It's hot here in Florida. Oh Lord, it's hot. Okay, but it's gonna cool off tonight. A page out of Trump's book. Yes, Turling you obey. I'm sorry if I can't look. I got 4 degrees and 1 certificate. I can barely read. But yes, I'm taking another page out of his book, and the page that I'm taking out of his book is stand 10 toes down in what you believe in, and don't allow people to interfere with your master plans. Don't allow people to invade your space. Don't allow people who claim to be your friends overstep your boundaries. And Lord is my witness, I've done that. I've done just that. So people can talk about how, he's getting rid of everybody out of the Republican Party who doesn't agree with him. No, that's not true. What it is, he's getting rid of people. He's not getting rid of people. The people getting rid of themselves. He ain't making her resign. She put in her resignation. He didn't force her out of there. President Trump doesn't have that much power to do that. So at the end of the day, she's doing that, what she needs to, because she's a traitor, in my opinion. In my honest opinion, yes, she is. She's a traitor. And then to come on, because to broadcast this and say, oh my gosh, yes, all the things that have transpired, and I fought for him, and I've done this, I did this. That sounds like. And then she even said, I'm not going to play this battered wife thing. Okay, you're not married to him. Last time I checked, President Trump is married to Ivanka. Like, I don't understand, what's going on here. I really feel like people get emotionally invested. Those are the people who idolize him, like to the point where, let me just say that they give him the praises. I give praises to God. Okay, I respect President Trump. I do love him. But all I'm saying is I really do think that people fixate too much on man and not on God, and this is the end result. But the pages that I'm taking is, I'm gonna stay true to Terrence, like President Trump saying true to him. Like, he's basically saying, okay, cut all the buffoonery out. Y'all had ample amount of opportunity to release these files, these Epstein files, right? You had every opportunity when the Democratic Party was in the White House. So why is it now that the Republican Party is back in here, President Trump being back, reinstated, if you will, back into the White House? So why is it a big issue now? Because you want this man out. You tried to kill him, okay? You tried to, you're impeaching, you're trying to get him in jail. You're trying to just, why? What is this? What is going on, America? What kind of record do you play with? Okay, the N9087, I only play with head. Okay, I love head. Head rackets. I have to put that rackets on the end of that because some people say you're just nasty, Terrence. Okay, don't judge me. But I play with head, and I have The one I'm playing with today is the Head Pro Challenge. It's actually not an oversized one. I have oversized head rackets too. My most favorite racket ever, and I have it. I'm ordering a new one, and it's coming in on the 26th, 26th or 27th. Well, 20. When is Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is like the 27th, right? So I think it's coming the 26th or maybe the 28th. But I hopefully it comes the 25th or 26th. So what, next week, right? Oh my gosh, yeah, next week. So it should be here. But it's the TIS6, and that is it's a light racket, and I get it strung with like, synthetic gut, of course, and that racket gives me more power. But this is a little bit heavier, so that this is the Pro Challenge head racket. You see the Challenge, Pro, and then you see the head here, head. Can y'all see that? And it's a high performance fiber. And it is, I did have it restrung. You can see the strings are just kind of like, tearing up and stuff, but it has the gut on it. And I love playing with this racket. I love playing with all the head rackets. I remember my sister got me my first racket, which was a head racket. But it was the one from like Walmart, and I still have that racket to this day. I don't play with it anymore because I can't hit with that. It's gonna give me some tennis elbow. It's gonna give me tendonitis and all that. But I love that racket. Keisha, shout out to Keisha Berger McGregory, got me my first tennis racket. I started playing tennis with a lotion bottle, okay? Because my mom and dad, they worked their asses off, but they couldn't afford no damn racket. So I started with a lotion bottle, and I went to the tennis court, and people would leave their balls around, okay? Their tennis balls. And I collected probably like 50 of them. And I take them back to the house, and my dad he built this carport thing, and I would just hit against this carport with the lotion bottle. My neighbors would laugh at me. And I am Facebook friends with some of my neighbors from, oh my gosh, from back to like 96, 97, 1996, 1997. I am still Facebook friend. I am now Facebook friends, still like, with them and stuff, whatever. We've been on MySpace and all that. Then when that transitioned into like Facebook and stuff. But anyway, they're like, man, you still keeping up with that tennis? I'm like, yeah. So I am 38 years old. Like I said, Lord willing, I'll be 39 in 8 days. But I've been playing tennis consistently. I did stop just a little bit, like a couple of months after my best friend Antonio committed suicide in 2014. And my mama, because my mom died in 2016. I was sitting on the bed, I was crying. My mom said, boy, if you don't get your ass up, and you better go to that damn tennis court, and you better think about him, and you cry through that pain. You got this. That's your passion. You do this, and you do this in the name of him. And I'm like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So my mom, in a sense, she encouraged me. She was gonna beat my ass if I didn't keep going with tennis. And so I kept going with tennis, and I won we won tournaments together. And we competed against each other too. So he beat me sometimes. I beat him more. Okay. I feel like Antonio's you're gonna see a cardinal fly down or something and be like, whatever, Terrence. But I kept going. But I'm just saying I've been playing for 28 years now, and I feel like when I was bigger I played even better. But I was younger, so I'm a little older now, and I'm like, okay. The joints ain't the same, but I just love to do it, and I'm trying to work myself back up to competitive level. And apparently, I've been hitting with a few guys here who I didn't reach out to. I was on the court and I was serving. They say, "Hey, you got nice form. Would you like to play? Let's just change phone numbers." I'm like, "Sure." We come out, we hit like 3-4 times, and then I hit them up. They don't respond back. So I don't know. Like, okay, let me just say this: we play matches. I beat them every time. And I think what it is, I think some people just don't know how to lose. I've lost. I'm not going to lie and say that I've lost out here. I've lost when I was in Tampa because I play with guys I'm on a level of 3.55, 3.5, 4.0, 4.5. So I teeter with those levels. I play with guys who are 5.5, 5.5, 6.0. So semi-pro on to pro. I want to play with people who are better, because if you surround yourself with people who are better, more skilled, at a higher elevation within their game, you only going to get better. If you play, let me just say this, I don't play with just anybody either. If you come in on here, you can't keep a rally going, I love you, I don't hate you, but you're going to hurt my game. So you just can't. It's a. I know I'm long-winded, but it's just really, really serious to surround yourself with people who are just as good or even better than you are. But anyway, let me get to hitting. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. Okay. The backboard just stands there. Whew. Man versus backboard. Backboard kicks man's ass. Whew. That one got away from me. Woo! Y'all, it's hot out here. It's hot, damn it. Whew. Serena Williams without the makeup. Okay, you might be coming in shady, but I love that. Star Boy of the night. Love you as well. Thank you. I envy you. I love to be out on the court. Oh, go back to Africa. Why would you say that? We don't want you here? That's kind of mean. But I love to be here. Thank you, the end says. Thank you so much. Hunter, ZSR, you sound dumb. You play with Prince? Man, that's awesome. Prince is really awesome. That's cool. That's what's up. The page of Trump's book. Terrorling never said anything else. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for the comments. Sorry, 1 second. Gotta respond. Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry. You died when you're 17, but you're 28. You died when you're 17, but you're 28. Huh? What is that? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about, really? Wow. Take a break. It's a workout. For real. Oh boy. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Whew. Oh man. Wow. I really have been live an hour and 27 minutes already. Time just moves by so fast, y'all. I guess when you're having fun. I'm having fun with you. Oh Lord. This thing done popped off the bottle. The ring, that rubber ring popped off. Excuse me. It's hot out here. Somebody Google the weather in Fort Myers, Florida. Woo! It's got to be 80 something, because it damn sure ain't 70 something out here. Whew. Man. And we out here too. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Hey, Jamon, you're depressed, Kelsey. Oh, God. There we go. Over the fucking thing. Whew. Whew. One more, we're gonna sit down there and go for a walk. Whew. That is a workout. Okay. Whew. So motivating game. Thank you so much, Marie Holiday. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being in here. I appreciate that. You guys, I'm gonna turn this phone off and charge it. I appreciate you all so much. I'm gonna go for a walk while I charge it. I'm gonna walk for like 45 minutes while I charge my phone. Thank y'all so much for coming in. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk more about Marjorie. I was gonna say Marjorie Trouble, but Marjorie Green and Mr. President himself, Donald Trump, and yeah, and some more things that's going on in today's world. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. Okay, thank you again for the super chat, and thank you so much again for all the gifts. JB2, you're amazing. God bless you. God bless you all. I will talk to y'all very soon. Okay, bye.